Malik says you knock out Fury in 5 rounds. We want to hear from you. Give us your prediction for October 9th.
That's what my brother said. That's what we're going with. The coach has spoken. Coach has spoken. I think 3.
Ooh.
But, he said 5 or less. So we'll see what happens on that night of the fight, man. I just, with me, my power would never diminish. It never goes nowhere. Like I always said, my famous quote is that they have to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. And that's a fact. And I'm just blessed to be able to have the talent that I have, and the ability I have. And I'm ready to show the world even more so what I have to offer to boxing. I'm a dangerous man at this point in time. They done brought the best out of me. Malik and my team have brought the best out of me. And I'm just ready. It don't mean nothing if you can't perform and show it to the world and why that opponent is in front of you. And I know that. And I'm ready to do so, and I'm looking forward to it. And just tell my fans, don't blink, baby. Don't blink.
That was Deontay Wilder giving his prediction for the Tyson Fury trilogy on PBC Podcast, which I'm going to leave the link for the full interview in the description box below. So, as you all heard, Deontay Wilder predicted that he's going to violate and knock out Tyson Fury in 3 rounds. His trainer Malik Scott said 5 rounds. I say, like Deontay Wilder said, don't blink, because the fight can be over before you even know it. The way Deontay Wilder have been looking as of late. Now, before I elaborate on that, here is Deontay Wilder's mindset at this moment in time, which is the main thing that grabbed my attention listening to this interview.
Is there anything you could tell us about how your mindset might be different in this fight than it was in the first couple fights?
A lot of people don't understand, or whether they don't know what really happened. They don't really know the truth. That's why how I carry myself, the things that how I handle myself during the situation. I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know what happened. I know the true, ultimate truth, whether nobody believes it or not. Certain things are, you see the proof in your face. And our mindset right now is, my whole team mindset is very violent. And that's what we're looking for. The key victory to this fight is going to be being calm, having a violent mind, but approaching it with calmness. And my silence is golden. My silence is key to it all. That's why I haven't spoken to anyone, even at the press conference and stuff. It's nothing to say. That ain't nothing I have to say. I want to show you. Been speaking, especially when so many people have tried to go against you. So many people have seen certain proof, but they don't care. That just lets you know how the world is. They don't care. And, I'm trying to say too much without saying too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give away too much, because I know when I speak, people pay attention. When I post things, people are paying attention, especially my opponent. They're watching, they're paying attention to every word I say. People try to dissect certain things that I say. They paint their own narrative of it. And, I'm going to be as simple as possible, but I'm gonna just put it like our mindset is very violent, but we're gonna approach the fight with calmness.
The key to victory in this fight is going to be calm, having a violent mindset, but approaching it with calmness. Listen, I'm not much of a gambling person because it's against my religion. However, if you happen to be a person that loves to gamble, depending on the odds, if Tyson Fury is the favorite, then put your house on Deontay Wilder, because Wilder right now is a calm killer, devastating hitter, as just this driller with that right hand. Last year, leading up to the trilogy, before Tyson Fury pulled out like a million times, my main concern was, after Tyson Fury tampered and loaded up his gloves in the rematch, the $1 million question was, is Deontay Wilder okay physically? Since Fury dented Deontay Wilder's head, which is physically impossible with heavyweight gloves on, which further proves Tyson Fury cheated. That's where the second major concern came into play, which is Deontay Wilder's mental approach toward the trilogy, knowing that Tyson Fury cheated. question rose such as, was Wilder not going to make any adjustments since Tyson Fury was able to do what he did only because he cheated? And will Wilder allow his emotion to take over fight night by fighting emotionally, not technically? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got all of our answers today. Deontay Wilder revealed that he's channeling all of his emotion, the injustice, the mistreatment he went through, using it as fuel and motivation during training for the Tyson Fury trilogy. In other words, Deontay Wilder is channeling all of the hate, the corruption, and the injustice in a very calm manner to then fight night, having a violent mind and a calm soul, turning to his own version of Goku Ultra Instinct. Call it Deontay Wilder Ultra Instinct. Deontay Wilder have been training and making adjustments for this fight, as if Tyson Fury didn't cheat, because he knows what's on the line. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This is the most significant fight of all time. This is bigger than Deontay Wilder. This ain't Wilder versus Fury. This is Wilder versus Fury and the boxing corruption, the higher up. This is Wilder versus everybody, but all he needs is the one and absolute in his corner, the Most High. Furthermore, Deontay Wilder have been training his way to becoming a complete fighter. Everything you guys heard me say Deontay Wilder needs to do, Wilder have completely executed to a T. As you all see above, Deontay Wilder is turning to the most dangerous man on the planet. He's no longer desperately looking for that one-hitter quitter. Instead, he's now setting up that one-hitter quitter. And what makes him even more deadly, even Wilder's setup punches are knockout punches, which I'm gonna dive deeper on that in a little bit. For the meantime, let's talk about Wilder's arsenal. You see Wilder varying his jab. You see Wilder snapping his jab. A few moments later, he's throwing a stiff jab, a powerful jab that will stop anyone in his tracks. I'm pretty sure Wilder's stiff power jab is like a right hand. Then you see Wilder throwing a setup jab for a combination, or his devastating right hand. You also see Wilder throwing feints to read his opponent movement, see what he's gonna do next, see what's on his mind, buy some time, buy some space. See, we already know for a fact, physically, Deontay Wilder is capable of doing everything he's displaying. So the last step now is to understand when to utilize every single weapon from Wilder's toolbox that he's more than capable of doing. The understanding when to throw a snappy jab and not commit, or a stiff jab and actually commit, a setup jab. The understanding is everything. And I think Malik Scott is doing a brilliant, great job of getting Deontay Wilder to understand when to utilize every single tool from his toolbox. I mean, we seen Deontay Wilder throw combinations to the head and to the body, jabs to the head and to the body, double jab to the head, a Floyd Mayweather stiff jab to the body, right hands to the body to set up right hands upstairs. And on Deontay Wilder's last training video, I seen Deontay Wilder throw a counter combination to the body where he's more than capable of breaking Tyson Fury ribs if he lands that during a fight. We have seen Deontay Wilder working the inside, chopping the tree down to the body. And the last thing to do is prepare for Tyson Fury dirty tactics by taking a page out of Errol Spence' book. If Tyson Fury pulls Deontay Wilder head down, Wilder needs to throw a powerful body shot. So when Fury pulls Wilder head down, that body shot will land on Tyson Fury cojones. And we know for a fact, Tyson Fury without cheating is like a fighter without his cojones. That's why Fury have been running for the past 2 years to this day. So we shall see October 9th if Tyson Fury finds his cojones somewhere. Because if Tyson Fury is a no-show again, that will prove even to the doubters, the haters, the unbelievers, Tyson Fury cheated 1,000,000,000%. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.
Let's do it, baby. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope y'all guys been having a wonderful day, and I hope you have an even wonderful night. And October the 9th, baby, is going down in Vegas. Don't want to miss it. On Fox pay-per-view, the Bronze Bomber has returned.
Amen.
Love it.